Let's see. Where did we leave off last time? I completely forgot.
Panty thief.
Oh, yeah, we cross-examined the panty thief.
Panty thief, he had visible confusion because it was like part of a magic trick, so he's not really a perv, more like an idiot.
Right.
I think it kind of gets away from the perv
I
part.
stole the panties for science! That's pretty much what happened.
Mhm.
What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of the trial alive.
Really? I had fun!
Oh yeah, because you shocked the court and, pretended to be, like, held at knife point.
And Walkie made it through the day, too.
Everyone was too obsessed with their panties to bother with the real case.
We lived to fight another day because of the panties.
Hooray for panties!
Hooray!
But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly.
Yeah.
Apollo, you really need... Oh, there's Mr. Hat!
Oh, God.
The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance.
Hi, folks. I'll be here all week.
That's about enough of him. Oh, it's you.
Hello?
Miss Talia!
Or Tiala.
Thank you for today. The trial went well.
Oh, right. No problem.
You know, in this universe, that was just a pretty fair trial, you know? That's about standard nowadays.
That we had to cross-examine a dude who confesses to being a panty thief?
Yes, that's pretty fair in the Ace Attorney universe.
Okay. I mean, it's not as bad as being a murderer.
Mm-hmm. Do you think Walkie will be okay?
Well, he's not guilty. Yet.
Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month.
Oh, congratulations. Ah, way to put the pressure on a guy!
Please let me know if there's anything I could do to help.
Let's see what you have to say.
I've been wrapping my brain around it. Who do you think is the real murderer?
I can't guess.
Or do you think it's gonna pull like a Turnabout Big Top, where it's like the murderer is revealed in like the last trial of the game?
It's possible, I suppose. We'll have to see. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family?
I'm fine with it, and I love Walkie with all my heart.
She does have like that kind of criminal stare. You know, I could see
True.
that killing.
I mean, yeah, she's my number one suspect.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So it doesn't bother you that you'll be married to the mob?
Well, some girls, that's a life dream. I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course.
Say, where did you and Walkie first meet anyway?
Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look the type to have gangster connections.
Oh, we met at my old job, actually.
Ah, office romance.
Tracy, most of the time that's illegal.
She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she?
Oh, was she like the doctor's assistant? Is she a nurse? Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business?
Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster?
He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company.
Good luck with that.
He's only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusions in the ranks.
Wonder if this explains that apron. No way. He wants to become a cook.
You know what? I trust that man as a cook.
So long as I don't have a reason to think he dislikes me.
Why? I mean, you're a paying customer, so why would he dislike you?
I don't know. If I accidentally spill the salt, I imagine I'll get a little more than salt in my soup. If you catch my drift.
You'll get a little bit of your blood. Okay, that makes sense.
I can't imagine Walkie going along with that.
He's highly motivated, isn't he?
That's not the word I would have used.
He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he'll be at the age when boys want to make a mark on the world.
That dude's 19, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, I think he is 19. Fox Boy.
Oh, where's Fox Boy? There he
There
is.
he is.
19. He's getting married at 19.
Good for him.
Yeah, very good for him. Is the girl in this court record? Yeah, there she is. Okay.
Yeah, she is right there.
21. Okay. Marrying a little older. That's not terrible.
It's 2 years. That's nothing.
That's not the way I would have put it.
His father moves in a lot of circles. He really focused on profits. The Kitaki family's been making a killing recently.
Again, not the way I would have put it.
But Walkie says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold.
Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic "what about the family business" thing going.
Usually it's the father worried about that tradition. Okay, Walkie's operation. Can I ask you a question about Walkie? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Merictus.
Apparently, yes. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just let me go. Without a word. See you later, bye. So I go in him, get another doc to patch me up again. Yes, it sounded horrible. Walkie has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Well, haven't you ever heard of a gunfight? They're over pretty quick usually.
Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he?
No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us.
It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it.
I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Merictus Clinic a visit.
I should be getting home now. Walkie's in your hands, Mr. Justice.
Right. Leave it to me.
Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous.
Sorry, I'm new at this, okay?
It's all right. I believe in you. Yeah, something about her just rubs me the wrong way. But the motive just doesn't make sense, though. We need to go to the detention center.
Oh, we do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go.
Looks like Walkie's out for questioning.
I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later.
Excuse me.
Yes?
The other suspect is all through with questioning, sir.
Oh god, it's the panty thief, isn't it?
The other... Ah! You mean the panty snatcher?
Wesley Stickler. So they arrested him too. Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this.
He is a valuable witness.
He is a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please, keep this brief, if you would. I'm quite busy.
You're in jail, dude. All you got is time.
I need to finish this paper. No! It's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. I like to imagine there's just a fan in there.
It's just like, Trucy, can you please turn off the fan?
But the magic!
Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. All right. Panty Snatcher. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait! I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood! How, exactly? Yes, that night, I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more!
You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right?
Oh my god.
Was this intentional? Did they intentionally write it like that?
Sure.
Is this meant to be taken out of context?
I think Japan has a really, like, their sense of humor with this type of stuff is way more, like, out there with it, so I think this was intentional.
You know what? Fair enough. It's funny, I'll give them that.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
You're here too? Hmm? Oh, great. Yeah!
I just realized something as well.
Yeah?
If he is a fan of Trucy, and he was on the witness stand when that whole fake abduction happened, wouldn't he have recognized Mr. Hat?
I don't know. Maybe she hasn't used Mr. Hat before.
No, she said that it's a big hit at that bar that she goes to all the time, that he's also in.
Well, she did also conceal it pretty well, so there's that.
Fair. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, great Trucy, teach me!
Ah!
I must know the secret of your panties! We are fucking 5 years old.
Show me someone that won't laugh at this, and I'll show you a liar.
My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice.
Apollo, help!
I don't know. I think he'd make a great, lovely assistant.
Don't say that, Apollo!
What you witnessed. Could you relate what you saw on the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two! Let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true. Really. My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie?
And he does have a point.
I can't think of anything he'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true.
It sounds like Walkie was at the scene of the crime after all.
Oh, I wish it weren't so. Do you think I should present something to him?
No, there's nothing to present.
Oh, well,
let's do it.
We gotta
let's do it,
this.
you know.
That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle!
Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties.
What? How is that possible?
It just takes practice, that's all.
Then you must teach me! You must! To think, if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch from a pair of panties, my life would be complete! He's serious, isn't he? How about the normal pair of panties? Fine. Ignore my evidence. See if I care.
He doesn't care about those.
I wonder what he's thinking. On second thought, let's not go there.
All right, let's head out. We had to go to the Kentucky mansion.
Yipes! She's back!
It's Plum!
Hey, you two over here. Us?
Yo, little Plum, what's up?
I think all this gangsterous is negative influence on Drewsy.
Phoenix Wright's going to be like, Apollo, what'd you do to her?
All I did was take her, out on the case. She's your daughter. If something happens, it's your problem.
She just shows up with like temporary, like a temporary face tattoo, like, yo, what's up, Gramps?
I heard you retrieved my bloomers. Well, I was just doing... Bah! A man speaks clearly and takes credit where credit is due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yes, sorry. I caught him.
You're cute when you're nervous, Polly.
I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Walkie? Walkie? Well, he is, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I'm kind of hoping we avoid coming back here. Well, I guess I can give her her panties back. About these. Hey, my bloomers. Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so. Huh? Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Apollo talking to his future children like, Daddy, why do you have such a huge pair of panties? Well, it all goes back to the day where I took on the mob.
Daddy, you're weird.
Yes, I am. I collect weird souvenirs.
Phoenix gets like Steel Samurai memorabilia for his first real case, and then Apollo gets panties.
I think that's it. Oh no, I couldn't.
I could use those in my Magic Panties Act. I'll pull sheaves and a piece of Godfather's. I'll pull sheaves and pieces and Godfathers out of them.
Great. Now your props are going from bland to dangerous.
All right, let's talk to her.
Okay. Walkie.
He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude.
The life does have an appeal for that age. Particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that! He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Walkie. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone.
What?
He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences.
The boss? You mean Walkie's father?
They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? It's true. One of our pistols is missing. Alright, that fiance is looking a little more suspicious.
Yeah.
So the murder weapon was from this mansion?
We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Walkie could have taken it.
Ooh.
I see. I'm sure the cops will continue trumping. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this. Maybe this is the sign that it's time for a change. She doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Okay. Ah, the fiancé, Alita Tiala. Yeah, Walkie's fiancé. They're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately.
You don't look too happy about that, little Plum.
How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Walkie brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot.
I can see why. She's so pretty.
Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know. Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business for too long, and you'll start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people, a nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is.
It's like a gangster-only version of Family Intuition.
Huh. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the world to him. But Walkie seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Walkie isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true.
But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills?
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up.
Yeah, something is up.
He'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. What do you think?
It's saying pan right. We have to get those slippers.
Pan
In the
right.
trash can.
Ah, no, wrong button. Ah, okay, trash can.
The Cranny's still trying to get in the park.
Oh my god. We've been here for 3 days! You're not stopping me anytime soon!
Ma'am, you gotta stop! I swear!
Smoothie day ended 3 days ago!
The smoothie shop is closed! No one's in there!
Let's see what we can find.
This trash can. This is where we found the mirror.
Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident.
Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up.
All right.
Let's examine those. I want to see if I think the paint. No.
I'm seeing looks like that old lady is at it again.
Look, I told you yesterday the park's off limits.
And I told you yesterday, this is how I go home!
She's just camping out here.
Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me $5 like yesterday? The con artist strikes again.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Let's see what she has to say about these slippers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, no, that was, I need to present. Oh. Sorry, kid. I got no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Well, then let's see. Slippers for patients at the Meritix Clinic was found from the Kataki Mansion.
It said they had paint on them. I take it they're on the soles.
Perhaps.
We could check it. You know how we could rotate things around.
Oh, right.
I think this is a good good time to mess around with that, because that would have helped us with the...
Let's see. Aha.
Ah. Oh. What is that? Oh,
It looks like
man.
Oh, it's a leaf.
The bottom is covered with paint. Huh?
Oh, no, that's Apollo. Huh? What's this weird shape here?
It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint.
So the outline was left when the leaf was removed. Ah! I got paint on my hand!
Apollo! I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape!
Oh, Lord.
I don't suppose that leaf is anywhere nearby, is it?
Probably not. There's just leaves all over the place. But it probably, that IDs it at being in park, like the person was wearing it while they're in People's Park.
Fair enough.
There's a lot of trees in there. Let's go to Eldune's house.
Oh, whoops. Eldune's house. Right, that's where the clinic is.
Hey! It's Mr. Eldune! Oh, Mr. Eldune! What's wrong?
So you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. But now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I got no other place to go.
Ah, I see.
How can a noodle stand be at a crime scene? That's what I don't get, Drowsiest. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell ya. Bah! Can't even cook an honest noodle.
He?
Even in death? You mean the victim, Dr. Meritus?
I tell ya. It's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier.
Are you trying to give someone heart failure? Remind me to never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. Or ever.
Or ever, yeah. If you appreciate your heart. That stand, for generations, has served up the very best noodles us udons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand. It's history, I tell ya.
Watch what you say or it might become true.
That's a great story, Mr. Eldune. A single stand, passed down from generation to generation.
Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it.
That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it?
Good memory, Drowsiest. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dirty old stand to earn my fortune.
Mr. Eldune, I don't mean to pry. But what exactly did you do before you became a chef?
Was he a doctor? Bah! Let old Noodles lie. That's what I say.
I'm starting to get an idea of what he did anyway.
He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. Now I don't even have that.
Mr. Eldune, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Meritus Clinic? I couldn't help but sense, enmity. Is that how you say it?
Enmity?
I couldn't help but sense enmity there.
Enmity? I hate him. Hate it. Him acting like he smelled like roses when he's rolling in mud.
Excuse me?
He's the only doctor in that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I'll tell you the secret to his success. The mob.
You mean the Kitaki family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Anyways, an injury or two that needs fixing. Miraculous saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal.
A deal?
Every 5th operation was free. Wow. He stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say.
Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies?
Oh, no doubt it's illegal, but it got him good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town, leaving me here in the dark.
Oh.
Up to my neck in soupy noodles.
I think I figured out Mr. Eldune's former occupation. You're right, he was a doctor.
Can't hurt to ask, Apollo.
All right. Mr. Eldune. Or should I say, Dr. Eldune.
Figured it out, did you? That's right. I was a doctor. A surgeon. To the year before last.
So Mr. Miraculous was your rival?
You like those onions you like those onions they put in the soup broth?
Yeah, kinda.
Take a spoon, drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. For people like him, why that's just fine. For people that hate him, I hate onions. Hate them. Anyway, sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's what he was. An onion. Onion boy, that's what I called him.
So, you weren't exactly friends?
Me and pal Miraculous. Ever since preschool, we were getting in each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come a falling log. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past me without so much as a howdy.
I see.
That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no good onion boy comes along.
Well, Trucy, it looks like we found ourselves a new suspect.
That is true.
Don't say that!
He killed Onion Boy. I love that insult.
Onion Boy.
You're just a no good onion boy. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with old man's ramblings.
No, it's fine.
By way of apology, you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by.
Huh?
You're investigating Miraculous, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me if need something, Trucy doll.
Right! Thanks, Mr. Eldune.
I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted.
The next step is to go to the detention center. We can talk to Walkie now.
I kind of want to check out this clinic.
Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure.
Yeah. But what about the guard? Okay, that's gonna be a problem.
No harm in asking. Excuse me.
Hey, it's you two from yesterday.
That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday.
Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved.
But
What part of off limits do you not understand? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, or beat it.
We have the slippers.
Yeah,
No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Oh. Okay, well, I guess we gotta go somewhere else for the time being.
Maybe Walkie's done being questioned?
Maybe. Well, Penny Thief's not there, so... I was hoping to meet with my client.
Walkie-talkie just finished questioning. I'll bring him out.
great! Finally!
Yo, sup, my little imposter!
What?
What did you call me?
Dazim! It's you! Sorry, G! I thought you were Aldia.
How do you mistake her for... I'm not even gonna...
Walkie's been playing Among Us, he just wants to say imposter.
Ugh.
My little imposter? Sure is a strange nickname.
It's a clink thing! You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poser, like poster girl, alright?
If you're going to drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl?
Cause she's so much more than that, G! She's like an angel! A fallen angel! So, what can I do you for?
You don't look so chipper today, Walkie.
Worried about your, heart condition, maybe?
That was the wackiest thing of all! All of us G's lined up, taking eye exams. Better to die young than fade away, bizoy! A relief to hear. Eh? What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, it not attended to immediately. It could kill you. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you gotta get Altia for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you?
Lawyer, not gopher. Alright, let's see what use talking to him is.
Probably not a lot.
So I hear you're to be married next month?
Straight up, we poured the
Nuptial?
we poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop.
Nuptial 40?
Nuptial 40.
Do you know what that's supposed to mean?
I think I know, like in gangster terms, pouring out a 40 for a boy that's fallen.
Okay, and that means...
But he's saying he's like you pour out a 40-ounce malt liquor.
Ah.
So he's just saying like this is like a good thing. He's pouring out like a 40 to celebrate this. I think this just proves he has no clue what the hell he's talking about.
It's not making much sense, I'll say that much.
Altia, oh snapper cakes, she's so fine.
So fine. Okay.
So fine.
Are you just gonna keep changing your dialect? I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way.
I was wondering, how'd you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague.
Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I best hold my tongue, you feel me?
What?
Man, what's past is past. She knows that. When I'm with Altia, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Altia, she's down with that all the way.
So both of them are mum about their past. Okay, how about the clinic?
Do you think you could tell us what happened with you and Pal Merictus?
There's something you should know. We Katakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivals family. So, about 6 months back, I go into Raval's turf packing a knife, right?
And? You were shot?
Hot damn.
Yeah. Coldest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family, you know that?
So you were taken to the Maractus clinic then?
You should have seen their face when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know?
I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kataki's scary enough when he's not angry.
But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed?
And it's still threatening his life.
That doctor, he did it on purpose.
How the hell can you be alive when there is a bullet in your heart?
I think they were saying something along the lines of it didn't quite reach the heart. But because of just like subtle movements of like muscle and stuff like that, it could potentially get to the heart and cause issues.
Jeez.
That's scary, man.
That's horrifying.
The Rivals paid him off. I'm sure of it.
I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear.
Life in the family's a G thing. It's all about being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what a G thing is.
But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money.
Isn't that a good thing?
Man, there ain't no soul in making money.
What world do you live in?
He wants to be a gangster, that's why. Better to live fast than die young for shizzle. Wait till I run the yard. Then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time represents.
Apollo? Why does he keep talking about old guys?
I don't think that's what OG means, Trucy.
Present either the knife or pistol now.
Okay, let's try the knife. About these weapons, the pistol and the knife.
They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night.
So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was...
I guess it was me. I was there after all.
Ah! We're finished!
Yo, Walkie! Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night?
You don't beat around the bush, do ya? I like your style, shorty.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we're your lawyers. We want to know what's going on here.
Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, do you know, did you do it? Did you shoot him?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I thought the bullet was in your heart, not your head. Eh?
The day of that checkup, when I found out the bullet was in my heart, by my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine.
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
But you were carrying a knife, weren't you?
Oh, that? Yeah, well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? When I run into him in the park, he's dragging this noodle stand behind him.
Wait, you didn't put him up to that? Like, you know, in the movies? If you value your life, you'll bring the stand.
Shorty, you're more whack than I am, and that's saying something. Oh, God.
But I was serious.
The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well.
You don't remember?
But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, I guess it probably was me who did it and did him in. You know what I'm saying?
No!
Oh, no.
How does this idiot not remember what he did like 2 nights ago? Oh, Lord.
All right, go back to Kentucky Mansion.
Look at that crowd over by the park.
Probably people trying to get a glimpse of a crime scene.
But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one of them say, "Oh my God, it's him!"
Oh, God. Wait, that motorcycle.
Ah, if it isn't her forehead. I just found out as well.
Yeah?
Her is pretty much the equivalent of Sir or Mr.
Huh. Hair forehead.
So Gavin is saying Sir Forehead.
Prosecutor Gavin.
Some fans found me on the way out. Just my luck.
Oh my God, he's so cool!
Thus the screams.
New album just came out, you know. Try waving to them. They'll love it.
You can have this one.
Oh, he's so cute. They're so excited, doesn't matter who waves at them, see?
This is surreal.
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when the hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog?
My motorcycle won't start. Clogged exhaust pipe.
Have you checked it for panties?
Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could just break from that.
It's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorcycle, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst, her forehead.
I ride a bicycle, actually.
Ah, in any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of the scene isn't fond of me in any case.
The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat?
Ja, she's in a foul mood too. Be gentle.
Oh boy.
Oof.
Oh, this is Auf Wiedersehen. It's goodbye in German.
Auf Wiedersehen, baby.
Oh my God, there he goes!
I like Gavin. He's pretty cool.
Gavin is pretty cool. And the forecast for the park today? Gloomy skies.
Well, nothing to do but head in. Let's hit the park, Apollo.
We have gloomy skies ahead of us, according to prosecutor.
Huh? Does something about this scene look different to you?
The blue tarps are all gone. Maybe that's it?
Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there.
The white frock detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can.
She's under a lot of stress. The investigation's probably not going well.
Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please.
Oh, Detective Sky. Hello.
You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. Miserable! I just got a new kit, and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone's all smiles for that glamorous fop. Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin?
More to the point, doesn't she mean or wait, what did she say?
She said glimmerous.
Oh, glimmerous. My bad, I misread that. Doesn't she mean glamorous?
When he walks, his shiny chains catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting.
No,
Stress
she's
eating
stress
is not
eating.
going to help you, Emma. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the fact that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some new forensics technique. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I guess, yeah.
Detective Sky, you know Mr. Wright, correct?
How do you know my daddy? I want the details.
Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I went to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe. But you're a detective now? Well, I failed the test.
Oh, Emma.
Poor thing. But, you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart.
I've always thought that too.
And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Emma, this could qualify as tampering with evidence.
Right?
Obstructing a crime scene.
Why are we, like, saddled with, like, detectives that mean good, but just ruin things for us?
Are you sure that's okay? Prosecutor Gavin. I won't lie, I'm not fond of that man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right. A prosecutor should be a cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more shimmerous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge.
Oh.
What? Really? He was the one? I thought it was his
Okay,
older
I
brother.
retract. I thought it was his brother.
You mean you didn't know? I thought you were one of his boys. I'm neither a boy nor one of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? I never actually heard the details. The investigation. The investigate. Then investigate. Then investigate. It's better you learned for yourself anyway.
So that's why she doesn't like him.
So it wasn't that other guy in the first turnabout? Was it this guy that?
Could have been he could have been the prosecutor, and she's just blaming him because he was the prosecutor.
Obviously, we need a lot more information.
Right?
Do you mind me asking what exactly it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know, do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't police issue?
What is it? I see a roller and glue.
This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left.
Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps?
Right. The ground was muddy, so I had to protect it, as it was that night. Ever wanted to know exactly where someone was standing? Like your panty-snatching student witness, for instance?
Aha! So with that kit...
Right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of in opposing teams after all. Oh, psh, you're friends. And, to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help.
Oh, I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache.
Footprint analysis, huh? Well, I should give it a go. Or should I give it a go?
All right, let's do it.
Let's figure this out. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. Ahem. One moment.
She's reading the instructions for her kit.
Oh, man.
Oh, Emma.
Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Which shoe print shall we start with?
So the green ones we know is the panty snatcher.
Okay, the blue ones have to be the murderer.
And then what is the red one?
That is a good question, actually. If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints. Prepare to be examined.
Oh, this is so exciting.
All right. Right. Here goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just touch the screen where you want to pour the plaster. Like this.
They do this in actual forensics. It's actually really cool.
That doesn't look too good. Or that doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you'll have to start over. Okay.
Hey, there you go.
Not bad. You're handier with that than you look. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. You got a hair dryer.
It just comes out of nowhere.
Just touch to direct the dryer. Okay. There. Give it a shot. Oh, all right. I guess that was enough.
I guess you have to get a certain amount of it.
Or was there a time limit? I didn't see any kind of thing.
I don't think so. I think this is just kind of casual, just make sure you get it done.
Okay. Looks like it hardened nicely. Let's take a look. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink the shoe print part. Hold on to that roller tight now, and roll it up and down. Keep going till you get enough ink on there for a good print. Alright.
Alright.
Right. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes.
Had some gum on there.
Detective Gumshoe?
Let's see if we get a match.
Wait, I can just take anybody's shoe print?
Yeah.
She's wearing heels.
Okay, so Emma's wearing heels.
Oh, bloody
Walkie.
Heisenberg!
No, but oh yeah. Wait, no. That's good.
How is that good? He's in the murderer's position.
He's not in the murderer's position.
What?
The panty snatcher said he was facing straight forward at the killer.
So the shoe print belonged to Walkie Kitaki after all.
He was in the park on the night of the crime. Wow! I can almost see the science at work!
Don't you love it? Nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. Well, that's certainly brightened her mood. Okay. Well, let's just get the rest of the footprints.
Yeah, let's analyze some more footprints.
Okay, so I don't think we need those because we already believe the dude. This is one we're going to need.
Yeah. Honestly, I think this is the slippers.
Could be.
Because I'm looking at the, like, right behind Emma, and I'm seeing a leaf on the ground next to it.
Hey, you're right, there is a leaf there.
Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster.
Dry that plaster. This has, like, the feeling of, like a micro game from WarioWare. Without the 7-second time limit.
Okay, let's take out the mold.
All right, now for some ink.
Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink.
I can't even see a shoe print in there.
Right, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Ready? Here goes.
Oh. Huh. That's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It is strange. So smooth. Except for the part with the leaf.
I can say without even looking that this print doesn't match any print on our list.
A mystery print.
Let's present the shoe.
Okay.
They say the Meritus Clinic.
Hey! What?
This slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark.
A toe mark? You think we can get a print off that?
Sure. Toes have prints just like fingers do, you know.
Huh. You know, I always suspected, but I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, there's such a thing as footprints.
Well, I know footprints, but toe prints.
Yeah, toes have, if you look at your toes, they have, like, pretty much the same as fingerprints.
This little clue might be a gold mine.
Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints. So we won't know whose it is.
Let's look at the, let's talk to, like, the panty thief. Maybe he has a foot fetish, too.
Oh, God. It was bad enough when he was out there sniffing panties. I guess that would be too much to hope for.
Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it.
All right.
This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is It is a shoe print of some kind, though. That's certain.
Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here.
It's right next to Eldoon's noodle stand.
It does make one wonder. Hey, you. Yes?
Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? You wouldn't happen to have something in mind? Something that might have left this mystery shoe print?
This mystery shoe print does remind me of something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, now we do.
I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I might have our culprit right here. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually.
Slippers? What would slippers be doing out here?
But look at the bottom. See?
It's covered with paint! Except for...
See right here?
Hey, that spot's shaped like a leaf!
What if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint? Makes sense, doesn't it?
Wait, something's written on them. The Maractus Clinic.
Exactly. The victim's clinic.
Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved?
Interesting.
Why is she just standing there eating?
Detective Sky, I have a favor to ask.
What? Can you get us access to the Maractus clinic?
The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are.
I should be able to do something for you, yes. Really? Well, you did my work for me here with those shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favor.
Thank you, Detective Sky.
Here, show this to the police on duty. All right, Detective
There we go.
Sky's orders. Right, Maractus Clinic, here comes justice.
I'm sorry, Apollo. I don't think that works. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
I'll give him some credit for trying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. I'll give him credit for that. It doesn't have the same Right and Co. roll out. Ah, you two again. When will you learn?
Never. Just slaps him in the face with a paper. Now move aside, buckaroo.
Look at me however you want. You're not getting in today.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have.
What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Prosecutor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two? Really?
Now he's suspicious again.
Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun.
Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo.
All right.
Let's go in here.
And
And there's noodle bowls in here.
noodle bowls, missing shoes,
Interesting.
high toe or high heel shoes.
A fish tank. Really suspicious.
A perfect place to hide a murder weapon.
Aha! Oh, wait. We had the murder weapon.
Oh yeah. Dang it, that was gonna be so cool.
Huh. Kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it?
This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it.
The police guy out front wasn't so sure.
Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police's team have gone home from the day.
There might be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo.
All right. Let's start examining things. We'll start with this cute little bear.
It's a teddy.
The clinic reception desk. No one's here, of course. There's a small sign on the counter. Please pay your bill. Remember, we're the ones holding the scaffold. Holy shit.
Lord.
That's quite a way to say pay or die. Brutal, but effective. All right, noodle bowls.
Look at all these bowls.
They're from Eldune's Noodles. There's Mr. Salty.
Then, I think we figured something out.
I think we have.
Mr. Eldune must do takeout.
Not exactly what I was thinking.
All the bowls have been washed clean.
I think we found our first clue, Trucy.
So Miraculous had his bowls, but why?
Well, if you remember, Eldune was talking about how Miraculous was constantly, like, you know, behind him, but ahead of him at the same time. Like, he'd follow him in what he was doing, and then he'd do it better.
Do you think Miraculous was trying to make his own noodle stand?
I guess so. That would explain why he stole the noodle stand.
There's a single pair of sandals here.
Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients.
A fiance? Maybe she replaced her high heel sandals with the slippers?
That would make sense. I mean, with a bunch of generic shoes, hospital shoes lying around, it'd be hard to trace back a special kind of shoe.
True.
Or maybe it's a visitor that came to see Dr. Miraculous.
You'd think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case. And if this patient or visitor isn't still here,
Why'd they leave without their shoes?
better take a closer look at these just in case. Let's examine, see what we can find.
Yeah, let's do that.
Ah, gotta go to
court
court
record.
record.
There you go.
All right, let's take a look at you.
Oh, there's something on the
Toe prints.
toe. Give me your toe prints.
Hey, Apollo! You think this is...
Huh? Could this be a toe print?
Maybe we can get a print off of this. Let's try it out.
Just
for prints.
Right, I forgot about this.
Just throw down your sugar.
All right, that should be enough. Okay, apparently it's not enough.
More on the bottom. There you go.
What? Game.
Still not enough.
Game, come on. There we
There
go.
we go.
Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe?
But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print. But is there such a thing as a list of toe prints?
Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us. Which means we can't match this print.
This seems like a good time to ask the detective's advice.
Yeah, good idea. Now hold on a minute.
right.
Hold on there, you two. We've still got a little more examining to do. First off, fish tank. Very suspicious. Come on, Apollo. Work with me
Just
here.
look at the fish tank.
Nothing there is weird. Okay, how about the shoe rack?
These must be the slippers for patients at the clinic.
The same as the pair we found, of course.
Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottom. Which means they were taken out of here the night of the murder.
Right. Paint from the hit and run, after all. Or the paint's from the hit and run. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? Okay, well, we got what we needed, I think.
You can examine the left screen, the door on the left side of the screen.
Oh, okay.
Look, this door says doctor's office.
Think this is the victim's private office?
It's not locked. Too bad.
Why too bad?
I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine.
Oh dear.
Like those little bike locks. Don't even bother putting them on when I'm around.
That's probably not a hobby you should tell too many people about. Oh, someone's here.
Apollo! That sound, it came from behind this door.
Oh.
Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in!
Whoa.
They left through that window! Is that a grape juice bottle?
I was about to say, what is going on?
Wait, Apollo, you're too late. You're too late to catch them now.
That must be her experience as a penny snatcher chase talking. Well, we should tell the police.
Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance.
You're right.
Has a point.
She's better at this than I am.
Well, one thing's for certain. This clinic and our murder case are looking pretty related now.
Okay.
Why is it? Okay, this is adding a lot of questions. This is getting really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look,
Like
a
the
plant.
first part. Is it Charlie?
Oh, if it's Charlie, we have another case. Who kidnapped Charlie?
Damn it, Charlie got kidnapped.
This potted plant has seen better days. That doesn't make sense either.
What doesn't?
Normally, burglars looking for valuables, right?
That's true. That's what I would do if I were a burglar.
So why look under a potted plant?
Maybe they were looking for the key to this safe?
I've heard of people putting their house keys under a plant, but a key to a safe?
Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys?
This is getting nowhere fast. Alright, let's check out this mess. Books and papers are scattered around the room.
Wow, what a mess! This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry.
Even the cup on the desk is lying on its side. Huh? The juice that spilled out of that cup. It's dry.
Oh.
So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now?
Someone knocked this cup over a while ago and left it. I can't examine the grape juice bottle specifically. Let's try this lamp.
Why is the lamp on the ground?
Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken.
Broken? Don't you mean burned out?
No, our cat burglar must have dropped it.
But why is it standing up on the floor like that then?
Hey, look at the cord.
Huh? There's a red splotch on part of the cord.
What?
You think that's blood?
It's a little bright for blood, almost pinkish.
Was that at the hit and run?
Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. Okay. So there's red paint on it. Okay, what about all these weird jars? Whoa! What are those? The wall is covered with beakers.
Ah! Something's moving inside one of them. You look, Apollo.
Hey, look yourself! You can't... Oh. It's a goldfish.
Wow, they're all fish, so many kinds.
Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor.
Let's check out the safe.
All right.
What a cute little safe.
Brings out a giant hammer and a crowbar. Let's break it open!
She goes all like Pink Panther on it, just starts living in it.
I love that episode. Dial P for pink. Look it up on YouTube. It's there. Looks like a 4-digit lock. 79.
79.
Someone's already entered 2 numbers, Apollo.
79. Wait, do you think That burglar just now is trying to open it? I wonder what's inside this safe.
Is there a way we can figure out the last two numbers?
Maybe fingerprints?
Huh? Oh! Well, we know the first two are 7 and 9.
Maybe there's something in the court record? Something that can help us figure out the last two numbers?
I wonder.
Let's check the court record real quick.
Oh, well, I have an idea.
I knew it, Apollo! What is it?
Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next two numbers are. Oh, the kit, obviously.
The fingerprint. Yeah, the fingerprint stuff. It's on the first page.
Ah, there it is. When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them with your finger, right? It would leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons than the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with the fingerprints...
We'll have the safe code!
This makes me want to, randomly press buttons on my own safe just to mess with people.
That's
so this doesn't happen.
Not bad, Apollo!
All right, let's see what we can find.
Dusty, dusty, dusty. So if it has a 7 and a 9, that is to be expected. We're looking for any other number.
Yeah, I know. I'm just dusting the whole thing. Okay. So it would appear to be 2 and 5.
All right. Maybe just have to dust a little bit more.
Do we?
Yeah, probably. The game's probably gonna make you do this first. It's a penis.
Look, you can see oily finger residue clearly. Look at 7 and 9.
These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves.
Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open this safe.
Let's give it a shot.
7, 9. Let's try 2, 5. Fuck.
5, 2. 7, 9. Hey!
All right.
First try.
Ooh, documents. And a cat.
It's the good luck Chinese cat. Or is it a Japanese cat?
This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it.
An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. And I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak.
But the names are easy enough to read. Look by patient. It says Walkie Kataki. So this is Walkie, our client's chart, huh?
Why would this one chart be in this safe? Let's see. The physician's signature says Pal Maractus.
What is it, Apollo?
Look here where it says who filled the chart, or filed the chart.
Let's see.
Oh.
I knew it! I called it!
Nurse Alita Tiala.
Alita Tiala is Walkie's fiancée.
That's one Ida too many, Apollo.
Never mind that! What's her name doing in here?
How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic.
Odd that she neglected to mention this before now.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
So Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus clinic. She had access to Walkie Kataki's medical chart.
You got I and Y wrong, Apollo.
I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? I know! Mr. Salty Noodle Man! Okay. And we still gotta do... Are these papers separate? No clues here.
No. Oh, there is something on the back. The little hole back there.
Hey! That's weird. I'm trying to line it up. You need the stylus to line it up properly. This looks like a bullet hole!
You can still see the bullet sticking out of it.
Oh, I think I get what's going on here.
What do you think?
Raktus was killed in this office.
What? But that's impossible.
And then he was just pushed out into the cart to be found later to frame Kitaki. Because remember, Kitaki was on his way to the office. He happened to be in the park, and then he found Raktus. It was too dark. He probably didn't know Dude was dead. So he just came across a body.
I'll have to investigate a little more before I believe that. Why is it in the middle of a safe?
Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished.
Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Very interesting. Well, looks like that's it.
Let's see here. We got the documents, the lamp. Okay, yeah, we can move to People's Park now.
All right.
Well, since we're here, we could talk to Eldun about the... Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's not here.
I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how'd you know?
You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, she'll have us analyzing face prints.
Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo.
All right.
All right, let's present that sandal.
Okay. Wait, the sandal? We already presented that, didn't we?
No, the
these
sandals that we found. Yeah, because it has the print on it.
These sandals. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print.
Too bad we don't know whose toe it is.
Well, there is a way of finding out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print. Of another shoe, for instance. Oh, right. So, if the prints matched, you'd know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? I have a feeling. I think I just might actually.
Really?
I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? I did say toe print samples, didn't I? Where exactly is the toe print on this evidence? What?
Huh?
Oops. Stormy skies ahead.
Try again. Scientifically this time, if you would.
Toe print. Right. Did I click the wrong thing? How is there not a toe print on these slippers?
Okay, so go ahead and examine both the slippers and the... Yeah, go ahead and examine the slippers. It's saying that we had to find the toe print in here first. There it is.
Okay, game. You just gotta be picky, don't you? I wonder, could this be a print?
Why would there be a fingerprint? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo.
I bet we can analyze it, just like a regular print.
This could be a vital piece of evidence.
Okay. Can't actually, like, brush the screen. You gotta, like, keep tapping it over and over again.
Oh, that's weird. Emma's just looking so smug at us as we dust. She's like, yeah, dust. Dust, you animal.
Oh, you like the way I dust, huh?
There we go.
Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe?
Wow, I feel like the case is solved already.
What's next? We have to match the print, right?
Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo.
Oh, good point.
Maybe we should ask her. get some expert advice.
I guess so. I'm not sure she really qualifies as an expert.
Damn, Apollo. She's more of an expert than you are. All right, now we present either the sandal or the slipper.
Okay.
Your choice, but then you had to present the opposites.
Okay.
Ah, the slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding out, of course.
There is? What? All you need is this. You know what? We've read all this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This pair of sandals, toe print and all.
Oh, the print on these is nice and clear, too. That makes our job easy.
Can you analyze it for us?
Of course. Hang on. Bingo. Gosh, I'm good.
Hey, we were the ones who found the prints.
A perfect match.
Oh.
The same person wore these sandals and slippers.
I was afraid of that.
All you have to do is find out whose these sandals belong to. Or, do you already know?
I have a good feeling.
I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. All right, so we have confirmed that these are connected.
Okay, so go to the Hickfield Clinic. We're talking to Phoenix.
Yay, I love talking to Phoenix.
Especially Hobo Phoenix.
Not so much Hobo Phoenix, just Phoenix.
He's still just watching Steel Samurai.
Ah, the prodigy attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something? I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago. Please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time getting to the point. All right, here we go. Now we're finally going to find out what the hell this is about.
Peel back some layers.
7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about it. It was all over the news. I remember that. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes. He was only 17 years old at the time. 17 years old? That's still high school! He took the bar exam abroad, in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know? I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and you had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Tell me, how does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence. I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. Oh, okay. Is that what's going on? He was accused of forging evidence. Now he's like, all right, well, if everybody thinks I'm a forger, play the part.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. He's just leaning in on it.
Damn, Phoenix is really sunken low. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright. It looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery. For now.
Okay, let's go to detention center. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back and Daddy's... Oh, you again!
Do you always have to announce your entrances like that?
Man, my old man, Man! Now I'm all in a funk, and it's his fault.
One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson. And failed, clearly.
You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go.
Some days, I wonder why I do what I do.
Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges.
But what if you're found guilty of murder?
Hey, it's all experience, you feel me, shorty? Like a badge of honor.
They don't let you out of jail if you're found guilty of murder.
They don't give the death penalty, do they?
Yes, they do!
You didn't really do it, did you?
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Guys, just tell him the death sentence is a thing. And then maybe he'll cooperate. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words.
Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is.
I heard he wants to leave the mob.
Over my dead body! I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Altia and I start the next generation of the Kataki family.
Please don't talk as though it's assumed you're going to jail for my sake.
Alright, present him his chart. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait.
That's right, Walkie. It's yours.
Hey, look! I don't smoke or nothing. I'll live long, right?
I don't think he gets it, Apollo.
Ah, take a closer look. Here in particular. Where it says nurse. It's signed Alita Tiala.
Huh? You lawyers do your homework.
So, you met Miss Tiala when you...
Yeah, I met her at the clinic. So?
Could you tell us a bit about the circumstances of your meeting?
Fine, fine. I'll tell you how we met it, so if you want to know that bad. Alright, more conversation pieces.
Hooray.
About half a year ago, I was shot during a little turf war with another family. I was ready to die, sure. But they came in and got me, hauled me all to the docks.
The Meritix Clinic?
That's where I met her, my fallen angel.
You mean Alita Tiala?
She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies.
Right.
She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you home, woman. Straight gangsta style. Guess what she said?
What did she say?
Come on, give it to me. Give it some thought.
Get away from me, creep.
Close. She said it real quiet, like on the down low. Know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me.
Huh? So, that was the proposal?
You know it, an oath of love, right there in the hospital room. That is so weird.
That is beyond weird.
Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye.
About that op.
Yeah, didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me.
This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said.
Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying?
But didn't you learn about the bullet at the checkup?
Yeah. That's what I thought. That's when I knew that doctor had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled out of after I got my revenge. And hey, I'm still living large now, aren't I? You're in jail.
Yeah, living large. A jail cell is not what we call living large, buckaroo. Incidentally, have you ever had a health checkup before?
Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. That is weird too. Guess he's getting old. Older, I mean. Present the sandal.
Okay. Walkie, you don't happen to recognize these, do you?
Hey, sure I do. I was the one that bought him for her.
Oh.
For Miss Tiala?
Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little cute, man. So cute, man.
She's got mad little feet.
Mad little feet. They're mad, angry little feet.
They're small and cute. That's... Alright.
No, go for it.
So these sandals are hers?
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling.
That... What's up with the funky vibes?
Alright.
No. Okay, looks like she's also at the scene of the crime. Alright, go to Eldoon's house. He's the one person we know that can read those charts.
Hey yo, Dr. Soup Hair. Where you at?
Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Trucy doll?
Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice.
I suppose he is a doctor still. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay?
I'm just so happy. I just thought my Dr. days were gone for good.
Mr. Eldoon. Okay. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this?
A medical chart. Hey, you should go around taking these from clinics.
Why the sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon?
What? What's going on here?
That's what we want to know! That chart belongs to my client.
He's on trial on suspicion of murder.
On trial? That's crazy! You can't put him on trial! He's ABD!
Huh?
ABD?
All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates, and someone's about to answer.
Whoa! Can you tell us why? I knew it!
It was a wig.
I fucking knew it.
Well, permit me to speak like a surgeon. You listen up good now, son.
No way. It's like he's a completely different person. No, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. You gotta talk to him.
Looks like I have to change his voice a little bit. Well, according to this chart, this Walkie Kitaki fella is not doing so well. Got a bullet right up beside his heart.
That's right.
Yeah, but his chart's talking about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But you can still see that bullet sticking in there.
Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it?
Well, about the only reason I could think of is it was too tricky of an operation to operate on.
What?
That bullet snug as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal's just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side, and there have been some serious bleeding going on in there. Not something your average doc would be eager to fiddle with.
You mean?
It took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It takes more of a miracle to get it out. It'd take a magician.
I'm only up to making rabbits disappear. I haven't learned about bullets yet.
Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I give him another half a year, tops.
Damn.
Wow.
But Walkie's operation was already half a year ago.
Damn.
Holy shit.
That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table.
Great. Just great.
How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there?
I got a pretty good idea how he felt. Emergency operation. He got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy Doll. Cold despair.
Despair?
About the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't exactly in the situation to go admitting he couldn't take it out.
The Kitakis.
You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So, he skips the operation, and Walkie's back on the streets, living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold.
How awful.
And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them, he could probably cover up the truth of what happened.
That's just horrible. He left Walkie to die.
There's a darkness in this world, Trucy Doll. Waiting, hungry. Compared to it, these gangs' turf wars are like kids' games. When you're up against real evil, well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same.
You were a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? You could operate on Walkie, couldn't you?
I wish.
What?
I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world.
So Walkie?
He's real lucky to be alive even now.
No.
There's one problem.
Apollo?
This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala.
That's right. This operation was how they met.
Yeah, the problem is, she knew. She knew about Walkie's condition. Guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make any sense. If she knew her patient was in serious danger, you'd think she'd want to get the second operation before getting engaged.
What was she thinking, Apollo?
What were you thinking, Alita Tiala?
I think she's thinking of the big old payout that she'll get.
Probably. Oh man, this is gonna be nuts.
Yep.
This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep?
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so.
Oh, what time did you wake up?
3 a.m.
Oh, no. Sounds about right.
That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me.
There's Mr. Hat.
And the amazing Mr. Hat.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Good luck today, Apollo. That's gotta be Mr. Right.
Phoenix. Mm-hmm.
Hey, get any sleep? Mr. Right! I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself out early today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine?
Chine.
Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun.
Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today?
Take a guess.
How about Little Plum?
That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope. Guess again.
Sherman tank of a bomb.
That's funny. That's a good one, actually.
That's too bad. You know, speaking of moms, you need to find me a new mommy one of these days, Daddy.
It's barely morning and you're already at it, Trucy. Yeah, Phoenix, who is this kid's mom? I've been asking since we started this series. We are like, I think 11 hours into this game. Who is this kid's mom?
Phoenix just giving you a look like, I'm not telling you anything.
All right, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Trucy, you mind giving me a blood sample? I will find out who this kid's mom is one way or another, Phoenix.
Trucy, I need your blood for like a magic trick.
Okay, see, this is why I don't buy their father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiance. She's going to be a witness?
But that seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiance?
You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today. That much is clear.
Well, not to worry. I've got my panties back.
Congrats.
I'm so glad. That's also TMI though.
That is wonderful.
If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there.
Pull a killer out of your panties. All right.
I'm not going into this.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about this.
No.
"10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kataki. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Prosecution is warmed up, and it's a sold-out house.
Very well. To recap, while yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party,
Guilty of panty snatching.
we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant.
Correct, her judge. And today, I'd like to do something a little new age. I like to look at this horrible crime from the outside.
The outside?
The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see. To his betrothed.
His betrothed?
His fiancée, her judge. His partner for life, with no chance of for parole.
Very well. You may show the, lucky lady to the stand.
Oh my gosh, you just said, wedding with no chance of parole. Like he's getting married.
That is marriage. An institution with no parole.
How do you say that again? It's Fraulein?
Fraulein.
Fraulein. Your name and occupation, Fraulein. Altia Tiale. My occupation is future wife.
Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave basket blindfolded.
Future is now, old man.
What kind of women were you dating, Judge?
People that weaved baskets underwater. Blindfolded.
Yet you're here today as a witness for the prosecution?
To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first. But I couldn't hide the truth.
Honestly, another admirable trait.
Fraulein, is it true that
Fraulein.
Fraulein, I'm gonna get it eventually. Fraulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Walkie confessed his plans? His plans for murder? Yes.
The witness will please give her testimony to this court.
It was the day of the family's health checkup. Results came back. When Walkie found out that Dr. Miraculous had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Walkie could have done it.
So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then?
Yes. With regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of possession of illegal firearms.
And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it?
Fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven.
How can you prove something like that?
Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them, called rifle marks. Rifling marks? We called them ballistic markings like 2 games ago.
They're basically the same thing.
Rifling marks?
Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint, left on every bullet it fires.
And when did you first hear about Walkie's plan?
It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it.
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
That was the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, everyone in the family received their checkup results that day. When Walkie looked at his face went so pale. But of course, he had just found out he had a bullet in his chest.
So, you were there at the time?
Yes, poor Walkie.
That must have been, quite frightening.
He was furious. He ripped his reports into shreds. Incidentally, I had to request another copy to be filed as evidence. A bothersome chore, but one I perform without complaint. Walkie's at an age where he's hard to control when he loses his temper. Of course, that little bit of instability is so cute.
You have weird senses of attraction, woman. Great. Now he sounds like a psychopath. So, is it easy to take a pistol out of the house?
Not really, I think. There's a system in place to limit access. But Walkie's a special case, being the next in line. Perhaps his treatment was a bit too special, Ja? Well, maybe he is a bit spoiled. I hear he got amazing presents for his birthdays. Last year was a switchblade made out of chewing gum and a chocolate gravestone. The hell?
A chocolate gravestone.
I want to know what a switchblade made out of chewing gum looks like.
I guess it's just a switchblade molded into I guess it's just a piece of gum molded into a switchblade.
I guess so.
Sounds like he has a taste for sweets and danger.
The point here being that Walkie had access to a pistol.
What happened? Meaning the murder.
I tried to stop him, I really did. But Walkie wouldn't listen. Our defendant was nothing if not determined, it seems.
The last thing you should do is blame yourself, miss.
How can you say that for certain? How?
Her forehead. You will refrain from badgering at the Fraulein.
Fraulein.
The Fraulein. It was the defendant, Walkie, was it, who took the pistol from his home. We know this for a fact now.
I suppose we do.
So, how can anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah?
That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding the point?
Could someone else have used the pistol? There was another. I mean, we found the girl's footprints in the park.
True.
Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person that had access to that pistol.
What's this?
Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who this other person with access was.
Let's see. There was Plum. Well,
That makes sense. He was, like, the top family have access to it.
yes, that's true.
I just realized defendant, like, not the defendant, the witness, Tiala, she's the fiance to the next in line. She should have access to that pistol.
All right, let's roll with it. Well, of course, I mean, you, Miss Tiala.
Me? But why?
You were quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning.
Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this...
It does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I am all for romance and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure. But I think I would hesitate at murder.
The judge is a true Chad.
I'd hope you do more than hesitate! But what if a different connection could be proven? A connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she had a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé.
That would put things in a slightly different light. What possible connection are you suggesting here?
You know what? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe.
I have evidence showing a connection between the witness, Miss Tiala, and the victim. This chart.
Yep.
This looks like a medical chart?
Found inside a safe at the Maractus Clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart.
What? Miss Tiala? Whatever. Why is your name on this chart?
Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala?
I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice.
Our warm little fiance just froze over.
Have you noticed that Apollo is like a lot more assertive this time around than last time?
A bit, yeah.
He seems like he kind of got a handle of himself a little bit.
A little bit. From the way these games are like written, it seems like they expect you to mess up sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's just the fact that we've been like we're doing pretty good so far.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my guess, but there is a slight difference. I do agree.
I was on the staff of that clinic about half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that?
Miss Tiala, you testified that you had no connection to the victim.
And I don't. Now.
Now?
I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess. You're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right?
But that's not true at all. Why, I embrace the ones I love. No,
Okay. There's no connection now. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law.
Doesn't fly?
She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kataki. You left your job at the Maractus Clinic, true, but you remained connected somehow.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic.
Okay, that would definitely be the slippers.
Well, I suppose I could see...
Her forehead. This trail you think you have found, it doesn't lead to the truth. Not as nor to a long career in the legal profession, ja.
Gee, thanks.
Perhaps you allow me to do the honors?
Why not? It might be nice for a change.
Most excellent. Let's rock!
What? I'll take the usual penalty next time, thanks.
Very well, Mr. Justice, try again. Show us evidence that proves the witness is connected to the Maractus Clinic.
Wait, they did say, can we check the lamp? They did say there's something on that power plug.
Okay.
There's a red stain on the cord.
Let's zoom in really far.
Oh, there it is, right there. Let's just examine that.
This cord runs to the lamp. It has a red stain on it. Gotta wonder what left that stain.
Wait, I know. Maybe it was left there by red marker. Like they were trying to write their name and slipped?
Why would anyone write their name on a lamp cord?
I used to write my name on magic ropes.
Okay, so that led nowhere.
Okay. These were found in the clinic, but...
Yes, that was found in the clinic. That's it.
I don't know. We already tried one pair of... Well, okay.
Let's present it, because this was retrieved at the clinic.
Okay. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they?
Ah! Well, who knows? I'm sure there's a lot of people with those sandals. So sorry, Fraulein. But your act isn't... Fraulein. But your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you're unaware that toes leave toe prints?
I love how this guy is like, unlike all the other prosecutors, he doesn't seem to care about like any kind of record. He genuinely is like, I want to know what the hell's going on.
To be fair, he is like a successful rocker. He's only here just because he wants to test out your forehead's skills. Because he beat his brother. So he has nothing to prove. He already has his own thing going.
Fair enough.
A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal all. Well, now we see your true colors. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get Walkie back to the straight and narrow.
This court thinks you need to worry less about Walkie and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story.
Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic. Which means you went there on the day of the murder.
Well, there's little point in denying it.
Very well. The witness will tell us about the visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day?
All right.
Let's see.
New testimony. I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Walkie had a pistol. The doctor always was a timid man. Too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful, as an old friend.
By mistake, you mean the mistake we heard about from the mistake we heard about from the defendant? The botched operation?
He was a timid, small man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know?
That does make sense.
Yes, but there's still one thing that does not.
What's that, Prosecutor Gavin?
The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals in the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home.
I would have worn those sandals home too.
So why were the sandals left behind?
He pointed out the contradiction before me. Why is he doing my job for me?
What is going on with Gavin?
Maybe he genuinely like is. Maybe I think I'm right. I'm think like He doesn't care about, like, you know, protecting his record. He just wants to find out the truth.
Yeah, he cares about the truth.
So he's the most noble prosecuting attorney we've ever faced so far.
Was he just pointing out Phoenix Wright's, like, forged evidence not to, like, defame him, but more just, like, he's not carrying out justice properly in his idea?
I don't know. Perhaps, I don't know what the hell's going on. We know Phoenix Wright would not forge evidence. That's just not in his nature. Well, at least when he was an attorney.
I mean, he did with Gant, but he found a legal loophole with it.
That's not forgery. Like, loopholes,
No,
loopholes are like... yeah, sure, whatever you think about loopholes, whatever. But if it's not illegal, then you've done nothing wrong, technically.
There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala?
I just want to find out more about this thing with Phoenix.
This guy, this is a mystery. This makes you really want to play the rest of this.
Oh my god, I wish we didn't have to stop, but, you know, we've only got so much time to record.
Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no possible explanation. Ja, forehead?
Oh, what the? No fair! He's filling the holes in her testimony.
Oh, that's what he's doing. Never mind.
Oh, okay. All right, so I praised him a little too early.
The defense may begin the cross-examination.
No, wrong button.
All right, let's see here.
Around what time did you go to the clinic?
I don't remember exactly, but it was after 9:30, I think.
And that was the first time you had contacted Dr. Maractus in half a year?
Of course it was. He wasn't the kind of boss that you made friends with.
So why did you go to the clinic that day?
Did you want Dr. Maractus to run away?
Well, after I failed to stop Walkie, I thought that was the only other way to avoid the problem.
Couldn't you have called? Why go in person?
I called several times that evening, but no one was in. The victim was busy driving home until 9 p.m. that night, remember? This was proven by this mirror yesterday, yeah? I thought if I warned him, he would run away for sure. Knowing the doctor. The doctor always was a timid man.
You mean that act of malpractice on Walkie, correct?
He had just told Walkie the truth in the beginning. None of this would have happened.
True, that operation was the start of this whole affair.
Oh, of course, if he told him, he might have been erased by the Kitakis much earlier.
A disturbing thought.
We know that the Miraculous Clinic had ties with the Kitaki family. He probably couldn't have gone to the police, even if he wanted to. That's why I knew I had to warn him.
I'm not hiding any dark
Oh!
secrets.
That was in the safe, right?
I think so.
They would have questioned her just as much as Miraculous. Because she was the nurse. She knew.
Fair enough. No dark secrets, eh?
What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing.
Wanna bet? She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it too. Oh, we do!
You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind.
If you're not, stylus. If you're not hiding any dark secrets, then why didn't you tell Walkie that he was on death row?
There we go.
This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office.
Yes.
Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you?
Mind filling me in?
Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote up a false report and kept the truth locked away.
Oh. Bad her doctor.
I think it's supposed to be
Doctor.
hair doctor.
Hair doctor.
And this is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filled this chart was you, which means you knew about Walkie's failed operation.
Interesting.
You were in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kinda makes it hard to claim not connected, or kinda makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it?
You're bold for a novice. I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I'm only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents.
This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly.
Too bad, little attorney.
Oh?
Oh, we found a Twitch.
Let's see.
She's a Twitch streamer.
Oh god. My bracelet's reacting again. What is with that bracelet?
What is it, Apollo?
I felt my bracelet vibrate just now.
Your bracelet?
Just like yesterday. Like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away.
But I can't see anything, Apollo.
Then what's my bracelet reacting to?
Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it.
What has to be it?
Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine.
Uh-huh.
I can't see it, but you can sense it.
I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything.
Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. But we don't know what her nervous habit is.
Well, then what do we do?
You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo, with your eyes and your senses.
Then it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but the bracelet helps. Somehow, touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring that testimony down.
So she's really good at hiding her secrets.
Let's see.
Okay, let's look at all her animations. She has her hands folded like that. Hands on her face. Hands to her face. Hands together. Hands on her face.
Okay, so it must be the hands on her hands folded.
That's what I'm thinking.
There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
Do you know why she went, Apollo?
Time to figure out what really happened at that clinic. And fast.
She's really good at bluffing. If Trucy wasn't able to see it, but Apollo can feel it. Let's try right here.
I don't know.
Touch the bracelet.
I'm gonna try the bracelet here.
Okay.
I think I actually have to touch it.
Mhm.
Let's see what we can find.
Why would I?
Go to the clinic. Oh, right. I have to move down to... Hey,
Oh,
her
the
ring!
Right there, confirmed. She's twitching her ring.
Why go to the clinic for Why go to the clinic for a half-a-year-old chart now, you ask? But you know, why would you go now? But you know why you would go now, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring.
What?
She was unsure. I saw it. Now. That's the key word. The chart wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear and present threat.
That's ridiculous. Why if that were the case? I would have had 6 months to do something about it.
Indeed. Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that chart a problem for you now.
Father Kataki.
Ooh.
Remember, he just all of a sudden, out of the blue, wanted to give everyone a health check.
Oh.
Oh!
I've got her on the ropes. Now I can feel it. Time to strike the killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The chart became a threat to you now because of this. The health checkup report. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Katakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What did you think when you heard about this?
Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything?
Oh, I would think you're positively beside yourself. Because you were afraid. You knew what the Walkie's chest x-ray would reveal. A full half a year passed since the operation. You thought you were home free. When the chart came back to haunt you. Whoa. That's all, Your Honor.
Whoa. What just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying?
I sensed it. There was a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So, the lady was lying, it seems.
That's correct. She said she had no connection to the Meritix clinic. But her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Katakis got a hold of this chart with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala?
You guessed it.
Order! Order!
I did it! I broke her testimony!
Amazing, Apollo! I didn't see it at all! Daddy was right about you.
Wait!
Miss Tiala?
It's true. That chart was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about Walkie and went home. It appears this cross-examination is far from over.
What?
She hid the truth from us, this is clear. Yet, it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand.
Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination.
I was so close!
You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo.
I warned him and left.
Let's press it. This is new information.
How did Dr. Maractus respond to the warning?
Oh, he was quite surprised. Panicky, even. Who wouldn't be scared to learn a Kitaki was after them?
Incidentally, this court is not afraid of any mobsters. Why, we had a life-threatening situation just yesterday right here in the courtroom.
Yeah, real impressed with the way you stood up to the attack of the amazing Mr. Hat, sir.
After which I carried you back to your chambers.
Sounds like the judge had
You scared the daylight out of the judge, Trucy.
Oh god, there's about to be a dead kid in my courtroom! Call the exorcist! Spirits be gone from this house!
Nothing happened in Dr. Maractus' office that day, huh?
But what about the mess we found? Something definitely happened in that office, Apollo.
I know.
The bullet.
Oh! But we can't prove when it happened. Nor that Altia Tiala was in any way involved.
Well, let's try putting some evidence up anyway.
There's no way she went to that clinic just to warn him.
Do you know why she went, Apollo?
Time to figure out what really happened to that clinic. And fast.
All right.
Let's see.
I warned him and then I left. Present the bullet. Unless we have something else.
Let's take a look. Okay, so Panty's obviously not going to help us. Cell phone, we found out that was the dude's. Map, I don't think anything here is really going to work.
No. The lamp was on the ground, but at the same time, it wasn't like knocked over or anything like that. So I think it was the bullet found in that safe.
Interesting theory.
I'm right. Music stopped.
You say nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this.
What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually.
This bullet was found in the Maractus Clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala.
Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe.
Inside the safe. Oh, we see him sweat for the first time.
I guess the police didn't check that far.
But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on that day?
Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? This pistol was taken from the Kitaki mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet match the murder weapon, then that proves a firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder.
Not bad, her forehead.
Bailiff, have this bullet analyzed immediately.
This bailiff just puts in work. Bailiff, check out the soup restaurant. Bailiff, move this. Bailiff, examine this.
Doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical.
Oh.
Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position.
The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in the office on that day. At the time of the firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart.
Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe?
Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala.
Oh, we're closing in on her.
Order, order, order! Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness?
Alita Tiala knew about Walkie Kataki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him, and the bullet finally reached its destination?
What?
That reminds me. Apparently, the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money. A fortune, if you will.
Nefarious! She planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune?
Oh? Oh, crap.
You keep talking trash about my Altia! And I'll sue you, lawyer man!
Huh? Me?
Yeah! You said you'd abuse my Altia!
I think you mean accuse.
I just realized her name is a play on words. Alternative motive?
What?
Like Alteria, like her name is Altia? Alternative motive. She's marrying Walkie for the money. Like as an alternative motive for the marriage.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. It was me. I shot that doctor. Me. She left me to die. No, he left me to die. So I left him to die too. There in that park.
Walkie! Just cool down a second.
You keep your hands off my Altelia, or I'll...
T.
Miss Tiala?
I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've laughed so hard.
Something funny.
Walkie, wake up and smell reality. Attilia, baby? The signature on the chart. The engagement. I mean, come on. It's so obvious.
Huh?
Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Altaria, your honesty is like a breath of foul air. Fraulein. Fraulein, I'm getting closer and closer. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway.
So, the family fortune is what you're after?
That's right. I wanted the money. No way! That's whack! I ain't trying to hear that! Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question?
Who, me?
I believe you said you were going to abuse me?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Accuse!
Of what crime, might I ask?
Huh?
Oh, I'm a bad girl. Sure. I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into the safe after I already left the clinic.
What?
I would never do a thing like that. It was definitely that silly brat.
Wait, but
What are you talking about?
Trucy?
You had the most to lose if that chart was found.
But I didn't have a pistol, now did I?
Well, you could have taken Walkie's.
You think he had mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, it was me. I shot him.
That's only because he's trying to protect you.
Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation. But the two of you are forgetting one critical point.
What? What point?
Certainly, Fraulein. Certainly, the Fraulein wanted that chart. You assume she threatened the doctor into opening that safe, but then, wouldn't she have taken the chart?
Oh,
You see, the chart would have been left in that safe.
He's right.
Miss Tiala,
Yes.
it is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.
Wait, why did that say judge? Was that supposed to be Apollo? Was that a mistake?
I have no clue.
Don't forget. We've proven that you were at the Maractus Clinic on the day of the crime.
Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. I don't even have proof. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. It's interesting that you don't think that, because her footprints were right by the noodle stand.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You went back later.
That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day. But you couldn't get that chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Miraculous was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place.
That was you?
Apollo! That sound! It came from behind the door!
Someone's in there! A break-in! They left through that window! So you were the burglar.
That was you two? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart.
What? That's trespassing! And brazen at that!
Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Oh, we've had this little stunt pulled before.
Yep.
I'm sure many Phoenix Wright fans will recall the Mr. White saga. This is nothing we haven't dealt with before. Why that day?
That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry.
But the police didn't check the safe, did they?
Well, they thought the crime scene was the park.
I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, yeah? Salary cutting noises intensify.
I'm kind of thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. Later.
When I heard that what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited till the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way.
But why did Dr. Maractus keep the chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it.
Because he's a coward. The chart was his insurance.
Insurance?
My signature was on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him. Makes sense, smart man.
You don't have any proof that I stole that pistol, do you? But you could have stolen it!
Could have? Is this some new definition of proof?
We'll ask Walkie. He'll tell us. No, he won't.
Might I remind you that this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
Ugh. He's right, isn't he? Yeah, but,
But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further?
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes.
So it seems. Let's review some facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard that testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
Well, no, we proved this to be a lie. He was on the other side.
Yeah, he was on the other side.
But that testimony was proven to be a lie. And Gregorus?
Gregorus.
Is that-
Paul likes to use big words.
Why does everyone have to make me feel stupid with their big words? Our Gregorus panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime. But he was standing to the north. next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
What?
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panty guy was mistaken.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Then why don't you show us her forehead?
Show you what?
Must I explain everything? Very well. Let's recap. If the witness, Panty Guy, was standing on the north, I love how everyone's referring to him as Panty Guy,
It works.
then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I nearly laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. Hey, is Pearl here? If you can, that is.
Walkie Kitaki was standing at the killer mark. Wesley Stickler at the witness mark. And of course, Pal Maractus was the victim mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim?
Okay, it's obviously neither of these.
Someplace else.
As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Penalties are such a frightening thing, don't you think? But what if they were more terrifying?
Huh? What?
Oh, they're doubled. Like so.
Double penalty?
Her forehead wishes to take us a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead.
Challenge accepted. It's justice time.
Are you sure, Apollo?
He is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here.
Inside the noodle stand.
That was gonna be my first guess. Oh, can I, which button was it again? Oh, I wanted to do the voice thing for this one. I guess you can't do it when you're presenting that. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Altia Tiala.
Well, what do you mean?
Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can where he saw the two men.
He said something like, yo, don't shoot, man.
He shouted just as he told us in his testimony.
Guy's like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing with those panties, dude?
What are you two doing with a gun? What are you doing with panties?
Mike, I asked first, so that's my question gets answered first.
And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand.
Order, order, order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Miraculous, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But it does explain why we found her footprints so close to the cart.
Yep, she climbed in. I think you notice if you were pulling someone along.
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come to this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand.
Can I prove that?
Noodle bowls.
Oh! Well, I've got it. I've got it right here.
Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding inside the noodle stand.
Let's see. Where's the foot? We don't have the footprint? I guess the bowls. I don't think that was right.
Thoughts, Prosecutor Gavin?
We have a choice between heaven or hell. Either our brains are damaged or her forehead is. I wonder which is it.
This court finds Mr. Justice Brain faulty by a majority vote.
Time to pick something else.
How about showing us the right evidence this time?
Bloody hell.
Someone was hiding. Okay, let's look at the other evidence.
Okay, the noodle stand. It would have to be like the footprints, but they're not in the court record. Unless it's the slippers, but that is a stretch.
Let's present the slippers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because we found the footprints of the slippers.
Okay, maybe this is right. The Miraculous Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in the trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene. Right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
Yet there is only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was what if it was on the stand and simply fell on the ground?
That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Apollo, I think I might be onto something.
Huh?
I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, something would have to be
Taken out. So the bowls.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Bull. All right, this time I'm going to try doing the thing. Take that! Come
try again.
on. Take that! Yes.
Hey!
This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Elden Noodles noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic?
Mr. Eldoon was very clear about those bowls.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without a stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Altia Tiala.
Stop! I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse than lies that spoil brats' pickup lines.
I would like to remind the witness her current stature. This court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale.
In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Altia Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Morales for the chart. I had no intentions of ever letting that chart fall into the Kentucky family's hands. But Dr. Maracus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kentuckys had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him.
You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I won't make excuses. Did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming in to settle the score.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. Interesting. Let's see what we can find.
Oh, the bracelet's lit up.
Yeah, I noticed, but we don't know where to use it.
True.
So, you did go to steal that chart.
Were you listening? I said I asked him for it.
The victim was a man in good health. I don't see how she could have cornered him. Oh, coerced. I don't see how she could have coerced him.
True, it would have been impossible without a pistol.
What if she did have a pistol?
I'll admit I wanted the chart. That much is true. My reason was simple.
It certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say.
Not only that, if the Katakis had gotten that chart, I'd probably be with Dr. Maracas right now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky. It seems our witness was in a fix as well. Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand?
When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act.
Just like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, God.
And now I will disappear.
Phoenix is like, oh, Trucy, that was spectacular. Where are you? Trucy? Daughter?
Don't do this to me! Hold it!
Objection! I object to this! Where is my daughter? Could we be a little less morbid, please?
So you see, I needed that chart. But Dr. Marias didn't understand.
He didn't understand?
He wouldn't listen to a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. I thought, what a sad excuse for a man.
Please don't smile like that anymore. It's creepy.
He was practically delusional.
They sent you?
He thought the Katakis had sent me to get the chart. It makes some sense. You are their son's fiancé. Don't make me laugh. The Katakis sent me. They don't play that way. If they've known about that chart, they would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise.
Let's see what we can find.
I've noticed there's only one animation with her tail. That right there.
Okay. I went to ask the doctor for the charts.
Let's press that last statement, though.
Okay. If that was really all that happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing there?
How should I know? There weren't any bowls when I went. I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else, alright?
Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance.
Paulo, any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, actually, I felt it respond.
I couldn't see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo.
Time to perceive the truth. Here comes justice. Okay. So that's the first frame. I don't suppose it's that finger ring again, do you?
It could be. Let's take a look.
Try.
That night.
Nope. It's not the ring.
I don't... Oh, for the chart.
She wanted that chart. That much is true.
Go ahead and stop. I think it might be the last statement. Let's check the last statement, because he did say uncertainty.
Fuck, I did it again.
You can notice when there's no arrow on the top screen.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, okay, on the bottom screen, it gets confusing because you still got the option to flick.
Right.
Okay, all I did was talk to him. Something small. I'm not seeing anything.
Let's hear it again. Let's just train on her fingers. She moves her fingers.
No, she doesn't.
No, I mean, that's what it was prior.
There's no finger movement this time.
Oh, right there,
Oh.
right there. Perceive. Confirm right there. She's just twitching her fingers.
All I did was talk and lie.
What? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Little slip in confidence and they give it all away.
I thought I saw some sort of movement. That's why I wanted you to do it one more time.
The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say these words.
My twitch? What are you talking about?
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What?
This is working better than I hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and you find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Meritex clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happened. Something happened.
The bullet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because it was in the safe.
Yeah, but we already brought this bullet to the... Well, I guess it's worth
Yeah,
a try.
but- I knew you were bluffing.
Huh?
I could tell by the way you fondle your spiky hair.
Ah! Told ya. I better rethink this. Okay, when we found the Meritex clinic office, there were signs of a struggle and a bullet in the safe. Miss Tiala was willing to do anything to get that chart. So something happened. But what? You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Meritex clinic office. Okay.
Was it the lamp?
I really doubt it. But it does seem logical at this point.
It's the only thing other than the bullet.
Okay. It would have to be something we got from the clinic, obviously. So I doubt it's either of these.
Let's go with the lamp because it might represent like the messy office.
All right.
What's that?
You're touching your scarf again.
She is.
Ooh, okay. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for this lamp's state.
Well, spit it out. This talking in circle nonsense is killing me.
Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Altia Tiala, please remove your scarf. Oh.
Was she attacked?
He must have hit her with that light bulb and it shattered and scratched her neck.
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target.
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove
For clothing.
Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
what?
You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
Ooh. No! No!
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Altia Tiala? Oh no, she was choked with the lamp wire!
Yeah.
Your neck. That isn't what I think it is.
Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it.
But wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. Damn.
Order, order, order! Will someone please tell me what really happened?
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Miraculous. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin?
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You! And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord.
Holy!
Oh,
jeez!
Damn! Pal Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
Jeez.
And then he put her in the noodle cart to get rid of her.
Oh, he was trying to get rid of someone he thought was dead.
Yes. Then she woke up, realized that he was outside, and shot him while she was inside the noodle car.
Damn. I think this might be the most violent Ace Attorney game we played so far.
Yeah.
So, you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There. Are you happy now? I was out cold. Almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into the noodle stand. But how could I?
Ah!
Well, One thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now?
You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet, if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her?
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
Very well. This finishes the cross-examination of this.
Objection!
Oh?
Guitar solo. That's all I wanted to object, Your Honor. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock!
What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look.
Want to find out? Go ahead and slap your hand on them.
Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin!
Pal Maractus choked Altia Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next?
He's right. There is more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Ugh! Altia Tiala, half dead. Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand.
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Miss Altia Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? Fraulein. Fraulein. I only wish to see the truth, to know the truth.
That's like the 10th time this episode. Come on, you gotta get this eventually.
I'm gonna do it the last Fraulein on.
You're not gonna know when the last Fraulein is. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up till now. On the day of the murder, Walkie saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine.
And then Miss Tiala heard about this from Walkie. She went down to the Maractus clinic ahead of him in order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Altia Tiala. Perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after his crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park. I think it's clear what the good doctor did. The good doctor did next. Well, her forehead. Care to guess?
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do?
Maybe he did think he killed Altia Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? The noodle cart.
Yep.
As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand?
It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? The stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was heavy.
Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Oh. Wait, you don't mean?
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy.
Then let's think about it, logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie Kataki?
I question your logic.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right. He had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
What?
Apparently the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with this stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. To where exactly?
I'm thinking...
To the river?
Yeah, the river to dump the body.
There. That's a river.
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why.
A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fraulein.
Yes, he finally got it.
What if that is the last Fraulein in the case? I just called it.
Well, congratulations. If that is. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand, and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Altia Tiala.
Ark.
And then the denouement. Wesley Stickler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, in that instant.
Surprise! So, I shot him?
You were the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you.
Well, Miss Tiala,
Humph. Nice work.
You mean I'm right?
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook.
You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park?
Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak.
Where of what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this.
is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out her forehead's errors?
Maybe there really is something.
I believe the Fraulein speaks of her doctor's car.
His car?
That's right. The Miraculous Clinic has a big garage.
In which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. So we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case.
I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
Ah, what an excellent counter-argument.
Oh, the panties!
Fraulein.
The panties destroyed the car because they clogged the exhaust!
Yes! Too bad you're quite wrong. Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night. That car. That hit Mr. Right. That was a green sports car.
Oh, yes! I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterwards, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? A glaring contradiction, to be sure.
But we have evidence.
More glaring than your forehead.
No! No!
Order, order, order! Well, Mr. Justice, why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body?
Is that a groan of surrender I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned?
Let's take a look at our court record.
Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance.
Okay,
What time was, the only thing I'm wondering is what time was, the doctor killed and what time was, Phoenix hit?
I seem to remember him saying about 9. Let's see what we can do.
This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night.
Someone else stole the stand. The car didn't run. He carried the body in the car. The car didn't run because Trucy's panties destroyed the exhaust.
It was enough to run that one little bit, but...
Yeah, if he was driving his car around while the panties were inside there, that could have killed the engine.
Yes.
I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Now you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put 1 and 1 together, and the explanation is simple.
If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
Here we go. Take that! Oh, come on.
Try it again.
Take that! Hell yeah.
Let's see now. Panties? Again?
It's like, damn it, stop showing panties in the court.
Of all sorts of things. All sorts of things come out of my panties.
What?
That's not something you want to hear from a 16-year-old.
15.
Oh, even worse. Oh, Lord almighty.
Oh, Trucy.
Even the truth.
Huh?
Trucy, please find a better way to phrase things. Another crime was committed on the night of the murder. The thief of these panties, the latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased after the thief until he hid in the MasterOfZoroark clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin.
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Your hog?
My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe.
Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could just break from that.
Cars, motorcycles, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. My, how interesting.
While Miss Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatchers snuck into the MasterOfZoroark's garage. From that time until the time that we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What?
That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of.
Well, Miss Tiala, this wraps up your doubts quite nicely, I think.
So it does. Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning.
What's your problem?
You, Doc! I know what you did! Walkie? You lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man!
Wait, let me explain!
Fine! I'll give you your last request!
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think! It's not just me!
No! He'll ruin everything! I have to stop him.
Cease want you sticklers!
Paying. Funny. This isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well. Too bad.
Damn.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
The silence after the shot. I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use the public phone to inform the police. Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maracus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake.
No, My biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Walkie declared guilty, it was you.
I believe we've reached the conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He'd figured out she was the killer a while ago.
Some advice? Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
He lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something the matter, her forehead?
It looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Not guilty.
Woo!
Yeah, you only got a few weeks to live though, so.
Enjoy. Here's my bill, and I will be seeing y'all.
Court is adjourned.
June 17th, 4:12 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Good! Great job, Apollo! You did it!
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Walkie's off the hook! Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to thank.
That's gotta be him.
Uh-huh. No, that's the father.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, attorney man!
No, I told you it was him.
Oh, I had no clue. You're gonna pay for what you did to my Altalia, Holmes!
Or to blame, I guess.
You give my Altalia back! Stupid pointy-head attorney with a death wish!
Enough, Walkie!
Mr. Kitaki.
It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What voice did I give him? I can't remember.
You gave him like a big, booming voice.
It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours! Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman.
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending?
Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie.
For the surgery.
Oh!
Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you.
Huh? I do? Way to put me on the spot!
What's that?
Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kitaki trying to become a businessman? Okay, what item do I present?
I go with the chart.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, Walkie's chart. Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday.
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
She doesn't mean. You aren't really, are you?
I searched the globe and found one. A doctor who can take the bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
his eyebrows!
Oh my gosh, his eyebrows! I thought they were glasses!
Holy whoa! Please understand, Walkie.
Dad? Man, I see how it is, old man. Always looking out for
Walkie?
Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out, and then we'll see who's the OG.
What the hell?
Don't try to hide in your business suit. I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
My, Walkie.
No. It is as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki, I liked it more without the puppy dog eyes.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you.
Who? Me? I don't think.
Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest, the Kentucky lime pie.
Yo, that sounds banger. He's opening a pie shop?
So long.
Is it like a key lime pie? I love key lime
Oh my god,
pies.
key lime pie is fantastic. And he was gone.
Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency.
Hey, since when do I work at your agency?
Since the first turnabout.
Aw, we make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going.
Huh? Why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. You and me both.
Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first.
Huh? Where?
Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldoon.
Ah, salty noodles. Right. You got to stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
Oh, it's special, all right.
Imagine if the judge comes to the show. Wait a minute. Miss Trucy.
This Mr. Hat is fantastic.
I was about to say, Miss Wright, is there something I feel like I should know?
Please. Anything but him.
The end.
Wow. Well, that was certainly something.
Yep, that was Turnabout Corner.
Mm-hmm. And this next one is Turnabout Serenade?
Serenade.
Turnabout Serenade. All right, then.
Interesting.
I guess we'll find out when it comes time.